What's going on, everyone? Josh Rzepka here, and welcome to another Mute Monday. If you've ever questioned just how big of a difference cork thickness makes with how a mute sounds and plays, then you're going to find all the answers in today's video with these brand new mutes from S-Mute. Now, this video is not sponsored, but S-Mute did send me these mutes so that I could check them out and make this video for all of you. So S-Mute has just recently released their Gen 2 mutes, and I've got them here to play for you. There is a dedicated and adjustable cup, as well as a multi-function mute, which can work as a cup, straight, practice, and even a plunger. These mutes have got removable corks that slide on and off, and they lock in place. And there are 6 different cork thicknesses available for all horn types and bell sizes. Now, before I get into all the design details and company history, let's check these mutes out up close. First up, let's check out this adjustable cup mute. This mute is actually 3D printed from nylon, and as you can see, it's got a very nice finish to it. The cup section has got some felt on the inside of the ring, and that helps it move really easily, and it's got the removable corks on the top, and there's even a brand new accessory that you can get for this mute, a felt insert that gives it even more tonal colors. Now, the other mute is what S-Mute calls the multi-function mute, and as you can see, it's made of the same material, and it's got a beautiful finish. On the bottom, this mute has got threading, which actually allows these two pieces to screw together. And just like the other mute, this mute has removable corks, so you can dial it into any horn that you've got, and there's even an attachment that turns this into a practice mute. These mutes come with a cool little cork pouch that holds 4 sets of corks, and it closes magnetically, keeping everything really well organized. And the 6 sizes are 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3. Additionally, these Gen 2 corks are actually rounded, which helps them fit into the bell perfectly. The 0.5 is the smallest, and the 3 is the largest. Now, you may be asking, why would anybody need so many different cork sizes to choose from? Well, once you hear the playing examples, I think you're going to hear how dramatically it changes the sound and response. And from a practical sense, this system is really great if you are playing multiple different horns, if you're playing B flat, C, or if you've got a trumpet with an extra large bell. Well, now you don't need multiple sets of mutes. You can just use one mute and change the corks to fit each trumpet. Now, the creator of this mute is Nathan Soborowski, and he's the principal trumpet of the Sequoia Symphony and a trumpet instructor at CSU Fresno, and a self-described tinkerer. The idea for the S-Mute came to life during the pandemic while Nathan was home fooling around with a 3D printer. During the 2020-2021 winter break, that's when Mandalorian Season 2 came out. He started 3D printing a Mandalorian helmet for his kids after he went online and saw how expensive they were. So between making superhero helmets and video game figurines, he was like, well, maybe I can use CAD to put some of my mute ideas into practice. The first S-Mute released was the Gen 1 multi-function mute, and he started selling that in January, February 2022. I had a chance to interview Nathan, and he told me that this Gen 1 mute went through basically 4 major design revisions, but really it was a lot of experimentation and prototyping. The Gen 2 mutes, these are the brand new ones. They are made out of nylon using a much more industrial 3D printing process than the Gen 1 mutes. The broad design for the Gen 2 mutes is very similar to the Gen 1, but it was adapted for a new manufacturing process, and it actually allowed him to be much closer to what his original design inspiration was, because the manufacturing is so much better. And all of these mutes, besides the actual 3D printing process, are handmade and assembled. There are a lot of individual pieces on these. Now, when I had a chance to interview Nathan, he told me there were some sound considerations that he had from the very beginning. First of all, he didn't want these mutes to sound super metallic. He didn't want them to be too buzzy. He wanted them to have a nice open feeling and a pure sound. Those were the big things he was really looking for. And for the straight mute, it was really important that it was not too brassy. He just wanted a pure mute sound. Now, the practice mute attachment, that came about because he doesn't really like carrying a practice mute. He's got a quad case with his orchestral setup. It's got a laptop, his teaching materials. So there isn't that much room in the case for mutes. And he figured, well, if I've got a mute where the corks just come off, maybe I can create something that just snaps on. And he told me in his own words, it's not the perfect practice mute. It wasn't designed from the ground up to be a practice mute. However, it is a great, convenient, and easy option that really works. All right, that is enough talking. Let's hear how these mutes sound. So for all these demonstrations, I'm going to be playing these mutes with different Cork configurations, and I'm going to be playing the cup mute in a closed and open position. And closed means basically about 1/8 of an inch from the bell, and open is about 3/8 of an inch from the bell, with and without the felt insert. All in all, there's about 20 different permutations, so you're going to be hearing a lot of different colors. You're going to hear just how different this mute can sound depending on what setup you've got. All right, let's hear how these mutes sound. All right, so you've just heard these S mutes, and what did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're at it, why don't you hit that like and subscribe? I gotta say, I was really very impressed with how these mutes played and how different they play based on which corks you put in. For me, there were a couple ones that really just dialed in perfectly, and it was really very enlightening. It was really just very interesting to test out the different cork sizes. And then I could be like, oh, wow, well, this one's, the response isn't quite there. You know, the evenness, it's not quite there. The intonation, it's a little bit off. And I didn't even test the 2.5 or the 3 for any of these demonstrations because those are for trumpets with a much larger bell. I tried them out before recording and it was just evident those are not the right corks for me and for this trumpet. Now, I got to say, one thing I wasn't really expecting was there were different corks that I liked better for the open and closed position of the cut mute, and that was very interesting to me. In general, the 0.5, the 1, and the 1.5 corks, those are the ones that worked best for me. And depending on whether it had the felt inside or whether it didn't, or whether it was closer to the bell or a little more open, then I'm going to pick a different cork. And it took me about 30 minutes when I first got these mutes just to try out all of the cork configurations, all the different, ways that these mutes can sound. If you've got a brand new mute and you've got a file of corks on it, well, you're going to be spending at least 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes really dialing it into your trumpet. So it's not that much time. And I got to say, once you get these mutes dialed in, they play great. You've got to find the right cork, and then they're even, the response is great, the articulation is great, the intonation is great. They really work from the bottom all the way up to the top of the horn, and you can get so many terrific sounds, with that tight cup, with the felt in it. The straight mute is great. It's a really nice mute. You can dial it in. It's really quick and easy to swap out those corks so you get the right cork on there, you know exactly which one you need, dial it in for your horn, and you're good to go. And the fact that you can put that practice mute attachment on, as you heard, it's not the quietest, it doesn't play the best, it's not the greatest practice mute. He knows that. He didn't design it from the ground up to be a practice mute, but in a pinch, it works really very well, and it's really nice. And that felt insert, it's great. I love having that extra option to be able to, just change the tonal color a little bit more. So there are so many interesting things going on with this mute. And finally, one more thing that I didn't mention as far as this mute is concerned, the price. This is actually really very affordably priced. Generally, these are $89. The Gen 2 mutes, they're new. They're on sale, $20 off, $69. You're getting a lot of mute for your money. You're getting a cup mute, you're getting a straight mute, you are getting a plunger mute. Now, I know I didn't demonstrate the plunger, but I got here, it fits in your hand so well. It's real ergonomic, and you can add the felt to it. You can get the practice mute attachment. So if you've got a limited budget, or you're limited on space, but you want to be able to have mutes that work for your B flat, for your C, you want to be able to have all those options to dial it in. This is a great option, and especially for students and younger players. I think if you're looking for a lot of mutes all in one, this is my favorite combination mute that I've seen so far. It works just really very well. It's really well thought out. It's designed very well. It is built very well. I know it may seem like there's a lot of parts and pieces, but once you get it figured out and dialed in, it doesn't take that much time. So a very big thanks once again to S-Mute for sending me these mutes and taking the time to chat with me so that I could create this video and share it with all of you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.